I'm going to speak a little bit on the ESP contract. It wasn't in my plans until you decided to once again make a rule to silence views that are against yours. That will be your legacy as the mayor of Haverhill.
No, my
that
legacy.
when you were contested, you shut voices down. You didn't listen to the public. These are your employees. They are on government assistance. They are hungry. Their children need things. And you want to silence them because you will look bad. That is 100% the truth, Mr. Fiorentini. And in my 5 years of involvement, every turn that you have had a chance to oppose us, you take it. You want to push these women around. You want to feel big. You love this strong mayor government. Well, right now you look like a weak one.
My legacy will be putting up with obnoxious jerks like you. But go right ahead and speak.
And
you can boo all you want.
I wear that with the badge of honor,
I really don't give a shit.
Because if you think I'm a jerk, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Go ahead.
Thank you for being a former teacher. I wanted to thank you, especially it's surprising since you're giving teachers such a hard time. Is that because your son kind of got hemmed up in the school system?
Who are you? What do you hear about?
I'm here shaking your hand and thanking you for doing such a great job.
And filming me.
Yeah, that's right.
What's it filming me about?
Yeah. So I saw you call your employees, some of the teachers, jerks, and said your legacy would be dealing with jerks like them. You used to be a teacher. Now, my question is it because you just can't find a place in the contract, or do you have an issue with the school system because your son got caught up?
I'm very proud of the wonderful teachers that we have. I'm proud to be mayor of such a great city for 20 years.
Then why can't we give him a living wage, Mayor?
Thank you so much for coming in.
You're very lucky to have this wonderful lady working out here, Mayor. Why not give your staff a working wage?
Why is it that you speak to him as if I'm not here and you don't shake my hand or give me the courtesy to speak with me?
Doing a records request. Mind your business. Step away from her, bro.
So close to me. Back up 6 feet.
You have plenty of
Plenty of
room.
room back there.
Back away from her.
So what's going
Piggy
on?
pig, back up.
We're filling out a records request.
Okay.
Give me space.
All right,
Back
file
up.
request.
I don't listen to you.
Then do it. What are you here for then?
Why are you even asking us questions? Back away.
Do you
You're
request?
being aggressive.
I'm not being.
Give
You
us some
got
space.
super close
Hey,
to me.
bud.
Give me space, 6 feet.
Can you count 6? Get that many feet.
Maybe he
Get the
can't
step
count
in.
6.
Request right
Get the
there.
step in. Yeah, I know.
I pressed our panic button, that's correct.
You hit the panic alarm
That is correct.
because people filled out a records request and asked questions of
No,
you.
Because I
just
corrected.
On the left there. What's your badge number again?
Go over it again because we didn't get
He didn't ask you.
I'm not talking to you. He's 182.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. If I have need to hear from you, I will ask you something. If I don't, just keep your mouth shut. That's it. That's all, man. One of the employees of the Haverhill Public School sends me a video. That video is of a recent school board meeting. That meeting had some very upset teachers and ESPs because that meeting brought some very sensitive things to light. Number one, the teachers and the ESPs in Haverhill, Massachusetts are among, if not the lowest in the state. The mayor has hired corporation counsel to berate, desensitize, and beat down these teachers. These teachers don't even have a living wage and they're fighting to feed their families and teach yours. And they can't even get a 25-cent raise in response to these teachers fighting to be able to feed their kids and also teach yours. The mayor's response is to tell the entire crowd of teachers and some children that his legacy will be to deal with jerks like them. And also he wants to drive the point home, since he's not running for re-election, that he's leaving. So he doesn't give a. My mother was a teacher for 40 years, and she went up against Salucci to try and fight for teachers' rights in the 90s. This story was right up the street and hit close to home. So I started doing some digging as to what might be this axe to grind that the mayor has with the school system, and I wasn't surprised to find this. This is the mayor's axe to grind with the school district. James J. Fiorentini, son of the mayor, was a teacher in the Haverhill High School systems. In fact, he still is, and he's placed on leave while he's fighting his current charges. But what are those charges? He was charged in the Newbury District Court in Massachusetts after making unacceptable and totally inappropriate comments to his female students. The mayor really started giving the teachers a hard time when his son was placed on leave and ordered to stay away from the school and the students. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to put 1 and 1 together to decide that that equals 2. His son is also part of the huge reason that this mayor is not seeking re-election and doesn't care what happens in his city. But he is sure of one thing, in my opinion, that after his son took advantage of his position as a high school teacher, was placed on leave and criminally charged, and he will have jury selection in November, this mayor decided that the school board and the school district and the teachers were going to pay. They weren't going to get paid because they're really not getting paid, but they were going to pay. As you can see from the beginning video clip, this mayor has total disdain, not just for his staff and the teachers or his constituents, but women particularly. He will sit on high on his castle across 20 feet from his podium with his smug look and absolutely trash the public, the teachers, and the children sitting in the gallery. But when approached by me, when he's asked the real questions, the tough questions, he doesn't look like such a big, bad, tyrannical bully. He looks like what he is, a decrepit, deceitful, and dishonest old man that harbors a hatred for women, the public, and the teachers at large. I think it's also very telling that the police show up. Why? Because the city clerk hit the panic button. And why did she hit the panic button? She said she hit the panic button because she didn't like my question. What was my question? I did a records request for any money that was taken from the city, if it exists, any money in existence, if the issue did exist, that was taken from the city and given to the mayor's son for his legal defense. That question caused the city clerk to hit the panic button. The police left the same as they came. Stupid, owned, uneducated. And I find that there's some insulation around the mayor. We went there to take the teachers back, to have their back. They're molding young minds. They're one of the most important jobs that exist. And we went there to support them as they fight for equal pay, for a livable wage. And the city managed to make it about them. This thing became a whole big deal because of one question. Did the mayor take taxpayer city funds and use it to purchase a high-priced lawyer out of Boston to defend his son for taking advantage of his role as a teacher? It's a good thing that Mayor Fiorentini is on the way out, but these teachers need your help, and they're going to get it. Enjoy the whole video, and that's the reason I stopped you today. Guys, I'm at the Haverhill City Hall in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and you may have heard of the Haverhill City Hall because of the current controversy that's going on, and if you haven't, I'll explain real quick. The Haverhill Mayor, Fiorentini, has decided to absolutely defecate all over the teachers and their rights, not offering them a living wage. And I saw that video from the City Hall Council meeting and it drove me nuts. I started doing a little bit more digging into why he might be doing this. Turns out his son was actually a teacher in the Haverhill school systems, and he was not only removed from his job on administrative leave, he was ordered to stay away from the students after he engaged in questionable behavior, and I think you know what I mean. It seems after that moment that the Haverhill city mayor decided to take his removal from his teaching post out on the teachers and make sure they starve. So we're here to get some answers. You look good. Nice mustache, my friend. Yeah. Mayor's office. First floor, room 100. We're gonna go right to the mayor's office, and I'm gonna compliment him because I'm gonna want to get him to come out. I think if he knows that I'm here, he's not gonna come out. Or if he thinks I might have questions. My mother was a teacher for close to 40 years. And here's his office right here. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, came to stop by and thank the mayor for doing such a good job. Such a beautiful city. I didn't know if he was in. I just wanted to say hello and again thank him for doing such a great job.
Oh, thanks. So what's your name?
My name, Mike. It's not often we get to say hi to a mayor, and I figured since we're in the area, Mayor Fiorentini's doing such a great job. I didn't know if maybe he just had a second
Do you
to.
mind filling out a constituent sheet?
Sure. I'd love to fill out a constituent sheet. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you so much. Very lucky. I get to shake this guy's hand, doing a good job for the city, the constituents. Doesn't usually happen in the public sector, so we're very excited. Okay. 28th, yeah.
Yes.
All day, huh?
All day.
So I actually don't live in Haverhill, so we'll give my address there.
You just want to meet him?
Yeah, I just want to say hi and thank. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, and I don't have a home.
Hi. Sure. And also, I have a gentleman out here who wants to shake your hand. All right, thanks. He said he'll be off a minute.
What a wonderful guy. Alright, there's all my information.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's not, thanks, so excited. Not often you get to meet a mayor, especially one doing such a great job, so this is really exciting for me. In a beautiful building. It's so big on the inside, but if you guys have seen it from the outside, wow. Gorgeous.
So, yeah, Mayor actually went to high school here. And his
This
office-
was a high school.
It was.
Oh, wow. So much history inside these buildings. It's so cool. We're so excited to meet the mayor, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor was here. I put in the schedule that she was signing.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much history.
I'll call her in a cell. Thank you. Yes.
It's an old streetcar there, huh? Wow. Very cool.
I have beautiful artwork in this office.
They sure
So,
do.
these are donated by a famous artist
Oh.
to the mayor's office, so individual mayors cannot take them.
Okay.
These two. And then a local
Gonna smoke this, man.
eye doctor, he was retiring.
Yeah.
In the office downtown. And he took the time to do these antique photos. And he had them obviously framed and matted. But
Beautiful.
he didn't want to throw them out. He didn't have a place for them. So he donated,
He donated
them to
them.
the mayor's office.
Kind of like the White House when the they have certain pictures. Of course, the presidents can't take them, but they stay up in the White House and they can
Yeah.
be changed.
And this is one of the elephants coming for the circus,
When was that?
downtown Haverhill.
How long ago was that? Huh? It looks like it was in the early 1900s.
Early, yeah.
Oh wow.
Isn't that neat though? And you can see all the clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they don't travel them like that anymore.
Nope. Back in
Everyone
the-
has hats.
Yeah.
Look, everyone has hats on. Anyway,
So cool.
you guys aren't gonna post this on the internet or anything, right?
I'm not. I super small channel. I just like to post pictures of beautiful public buildings, and it's just this was a little bit of an exception. Oh, you're
Let's talk
wonderful.
about the pictures.
No, you're
You're
well,
great.
you're wonderful.
Elephants are so cool.
And you guys know that this is an actual mural downtown on Essex Street.
Oh wow.
If you drive down Essex Street and you look at it's on the back of a building.
Essex Street
It's on
Gateway
the side.
mural?
Yeah.
Who painted that? Does it say there?
2012. So, and it's all kinds of, it's like a multimedia, you know, they have film, they have painting, they have pictures.
So talented,
But
huh?
you can see this live
Oh, and the
downtown.
chandelier is turned into a ship there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
It's amazing
you
what
can
some
see that
people
live
can do,
downtown.
isn't it?
I know.
I mean, I'm still at
Amazing.
35 years old. I'm still on stick figures, and then you look at something like that, and it's absolutely incredible.
And this lady is still around. Her name's Callister.
Oh wow!
And
Oh my God, that's there's real people in there. Holy
Yeah.
smokes! I just realized that they're all paintings. So cool.
yeah.
So, and then did students do these artwork?
Oh, I'm sorry. So
Oh, you don't need to be sorry.
They just happened to be. This artist passed away not long ago.
Oh, no.
His name is Tommaso Sheena, and he's been honored everywhere. But he went to Haverhill businesses all over, and did caricatures of people. He did
Oh,
one
wow.
of me.
That's
in
spot on.
April. Well, I had a flower in my hair that day.
Spot
and
on.
I'm a member of the Elks. across the
Okay.
street. So that's why he did the Elks for me. And then the mayor, he did a funny about
that's
being
sweet.
Italian.
That's very
Anyways, he's being honored all over. They just had a huge event for him and all his work.
Now, was he a
Last
student
out-
or he just
Chamber.
enjoyed doing it?
No, he was young. He was in his 40s when he passed away. He was 42 when he
Oh
passed
wow.
away. But he,
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
but
Yeah.
he
Oh,
went
excuse me.
around to
Sorry.
all Haverhill businesses, everything.
That's very sweet.
And there were pictures all over the city done by him.
Yeah, that's nice.
They really loved him, huh?
Yeah. Hi, can I help you?
Oh, hi. Do you know where they're doing the fresh foods?
Oh, yes, room 308. It's an office
you.
room, room 308.
The Over Little River,
With that ice cream and candy shop.
back in the
And
good old
sometimes if
days.
you look on the back, it does have some description.
It's just so cool to look at that and just kind of picture being
This one is
that long ago.
top photo, Monument Street, 1867.
Okay.
The bottom photo is, I can't read it. One second.
I don't have such good.
Bottom photo, Main Street,
Main Street, yeah. Paramount.
Paramount movie theater.
Oh, there was a Paramount here.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you can see it. It's right there. Paramount.
Oh wow. It's crazy to see how places develop and how things change over the years. I mean, you never think that, because now you find ice cream, but they were all over the place, like, soda jerks and ice cream
Yeah.
places and
They got a fur shop.
yeah,
That's what it says.
so cool.
So much history.
The Over Little River.
This is just pretty.
Yeah, it's
And that dam still exists, and you feel like you're sitting under the bridge, right?
right. You kind of you feel like you're just sitting at the bank, kind of just
Yeah.
you're
That's
lucky
still
to
around. That's Stephen Street Bridge.
very lucky to come in every day and be able to look at these photos and these paintings. I'm a geek for stuff like that, and I just, because it gives you, the history gives you a great roadmap as to how we got to where we're at. Firestone.
I'll tell you what, the mayor has a wonderful lady.
And you can feel free to take it down and look at
Oh no, I don't want to touch it. I am super clumsy, and it's beautiful, so I don't even want to touch it. But thank you. Dawson's Ale. They have a sports. Oh, there's a Firestone tire. McCann's ice cream and candies. Really cool. Isn't that streetcar pretty cool? It's a really cool streetcar. Hello. How are you?
Thanks.
Back in the day when kids
Okay,
could just go.
actually, he does want to talk to you. I know you're busy, but can you take his call?
in the day when kids could just go where they wanted and not worry about
Yeah,
it.
Kathleen's on.
Because I doubt that the way that this person's walking, they're not going to the
Right.
car.
Back in the days when kids could just roam free. Just so much history. Oh, you got the candy jar.
Yeah, it's hard to make it through here without grabbing.
What's your
something, right?
favorite one?
Probably the Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are great.
Yeah, Reese's are always good too.
Now, have you frozen the Kit Kat bars and let them freeze and then eat
I
them?
don't think I've tried that.
Whole new world, my friend.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, I don't know. If I had to pick one,
So we gotta be
it would
real.
the Mounds.
Mounds over Almond Joy?
Mounds, yeah, because it's got dark chocolate.
Okay.
Mounds and Mr. Goodbar.
So we're being really, really nice because we want to be able to talk to the mayor. We want him to come out and say hi to us, and I think they know. I think they know. Winnikenny Basin. Say that? Winnikenny.
Constituent services. What an amazing town.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm still in stick figures. Like, to be able to... I mean, I guess I understand it, not with, painting and stuff like that, but, for what I do, I have a vision, and sometimes I have an idea what the vision is, and it's not always realized until the end.
Different parts of the brain being used. Everybody's got a different skill set.
Yeah. I wouldn't be talented enough to do any of it.
Mr.
Hi,
Hey, Mayor.
how are you?
Great city that you have here.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
She's wonderful. My name is Mike.
Nice to see you, Mike. Where
It's
you
a
from?
pleasure. Actually from Stoneham,
Okay.
originally.
I used to be a school teacher in Stoneham.
Oh, were ya?
Before you were born.
Oh, stop it. Which school did you teach
I
at?
don't know, some middle school. I was a substitute teacher there.
You were a teacher.
I was, yeah, for 6 months.
My mom was a teacher for almost 40 years
Okay.
in the area. Yeah.
It was the middle school they don't have anymore.
They knocked it down. The middle school, and it used to be the high school. They used to change the schools around so much. The middle school was the high school was the middle school. I don't think they often knew which schools they had.
Welcome to Haverhill. And,
Thank you so much. And thank you for being a
Thank you.
former teacher. I wanted to thank you, especially it's surprising since you're giving teachers such a hard time. Is that because your son kind of got hemmed up in the school system?
Who are you? What do you hear about?
I'm here shaking your hand and thanking you for doing such a great job.
And filming me.
Yeah, that's right.
What's it filming me about?
Yeah. So I saw you call your employees, some of the teachers, jerks, and said your legacy would be dealing with jerks like them. You used to be a teacher. Now, my question is it because you just can't find a place in the contract, or do you have an issue with the school system
I'm very proud
because
of the
your son
wonderful-
got
I'm
caught
very
up?
proud of the wonderful teachers that we have. I'm proud to be mayor of such a great city for 20 years.
Then why can't we
Thank
give
you
them
so-
a
thank
why
you
can't
so
we give
much.
them a living wage, Mayor?
Thank you so much for coming in.
You're very lucky to have this wonderful lady working out here, Mayor.
you.
Why not give your staff a working wage?
And why is it that you speak to him as if I'm not here and you don't shake my hand or give me the courtesy to speak with me?
Yeah, he's happy to come out and talk to us when he thinks we're here to congratulate him, but when you ask him some tough questions,
But see, he talks to you. He doesn't talk to the woman that's standing
well,
next
that's
to
always
you.
what happens.
Right.
It's this, what's the word? It's chauvinist,
Right.
almost.
Because she spoke with me.
Yeah, and she's
just as
wonderful.
much.
She's wonderful.
I'm standing here as if I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
With him, he shook your hand.
I'm sorry, I haven't kept up.
He didn't bother.
Yeah.
To see what I needed.
Right.
I think that's proof right there that there's
And that's
some
why,
sexism going
and
on.
that's why the teacher said that. The teacher said that. Thank you very much for being so nice.
Yes.
Sorry that didn't quite go as the way that you thought it might go, but you are wonderful. I know there's a new election going on, and I'm gonna get some new folks in here, and it's folks like you that are a wonder to the city. The fact that you gave us this lesson, and we really do. This is what we love. Buildings and coming in places and learning the history. Like, I'm a huge geek. I buy books from towns when they have history books, and I know you can't comment, so I won't ask any questions. That wouldn't be fair to you, but, you know, some things didn't quite add up for us. And I remember when my mom was going to war with Paul Salucci, when teachers couldn't get a wage, and what they went through, and what they already make a pittance. And these are our young minds. Beautiful city like Haverhill. Some of the best small businesses in the state are right here in town. Best artists, best city employees. And I think they deserve a wage. I think they'd be able to deserve to fight their families. And the teachers, the full-time teachers that are in the classroom, they need those ESPs. They rely on those ESPs. And yeah, you know, you go back to do what you're doing. You're lovely. And we appreciate your hard work. Thank you so much. She really is wonderful.
Thank you, Mayor, for giving me the same time of day that you gave the man standing next to me. I really appreciate it.
She's absolutely wonderful. What a wonderful, and Anna's right. These are very nice. Have a great day, my friend.
Take it easy.
Enjoy. Don't eat too much Kit Kat. Halloween's coming up. You need to save yourself some room.
You know what? I think you should give Mounds a second chance. Mounds. I think you should give Mounds a second chance.
Don't do it. Almond Joy or better.
I don't think you'll regret it.
I'm not a big fan of coconut.
Oh, go for the good one. You got a nice crunch.
Quick question. I'm not sure if it's kind of per your purview. There's new mayor elections coming in. When would the new mayor take office?
January 1st.
January 1st, and have not been elected yet, right?
Correct. The election is November 7th, I think, whatever that Tuesday is.
So it's exciting. It's like a kind of a change in the
I mean, there's one every 2 years.
atmosphere. Is it every 2 years?
Yep.
Okay. Thoughts on the issues with the teachers right now?
No, I don't really have any thoughts on that right now.
Okay.
It sounds like you've got a good handle on it, so.
I have a decent understanding. I appreciate your time, and
No problem.
I will leave it at that. I'm not going to keep asking the same question. You gave me a fair answer. I think I know what you're saying, so thank you very much.
Good one, man.
You too. Ladies, any feedback about what's going on with these poor ESPs, some of the lowest paid in the state?
That is a no comment.
They're
Okay.
working, they probably don't want to, get involved.
No worries, no worries. Just
You know.
always like to ask. As teachers taught us all, and now I see what they're getting paid here in Haverhill, and it makes me hope they get some more. Thank you, dear. Have an excellent day.
Maybe they grew up in a neighborhood where maybe they had the best of the best teachers that were paid very well,
Yeah.
teaching them, and so maybe they're not understanding like how bad it is for the students and the staff to get teachers that can't stay here because they're not getting paid enough,
Yeah.
and so they're understaffed.
And most of the time, they still stay here to get paid,
And
like
overworked.
the garbage. How we doing? How are you today?
Thank you.
Excellent. I'm good too. Thank you. What a nice office you have here, huh?
What can I do for you?
We just came in to do a records request, please.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
This is a great thing about this Zoom. I don't have to be in the office to be able to see right inside the office.
Jennifer, I want to show you this because I just gave that to them. So I have. Hi, how can I help you?
Hello.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we came by to do a records request. Also, wanted to let you know, I don't know if you went to school in Haverhill. I didn't. I'm just saying that I've seen that you guys have some excellent teachers in Haverhill trying to make a difference, and while they're starving, still giving kids the best education they can. Did you know the mayor hired an attorney to kind of beat down the union to make sure that their teachers here in Haverhill stayed the lowest paid employees, teaching employees in the state?
In the city clerk's office,
Okay,
sir. You said you were here to do a records request?
Yeah, I want to see if any of the money that has been taken in by the city was used to pay for the mayor's son's attorney when he was a teacher and he was accosting his students.
So there's two ways we can go about with the records request.
Just plain piece of paper will do. That'll
Okay,
be
we have a
fine.
paper form, or we can do it electronically. You prefer the paper form?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay,
you.
I think it might be right over here. Usually it
Oh,
is,
perfect. Yeah, I got it. That's fine.
but- Okay.
Works
and
for
then
me.
I'll grab you. You can use the clipboard too, whatever you prefer.
That's fine.
Okay, let me just.
Thank
grab
you
a
very
pen.
much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I saw the video of the teachers and they were just like crying. And my mom taught for almost 40 years, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, why wouldn't you give the teachers a fighting wage, a living wage? And I was just like, my heart was broken. I started doing some research, and then I saw that around the time Mayor brought in an attorney to fight the teachers union was around the time his son got fired for making wildly inappropriate comments to kids at the school. Looks like he was actually able to get his son out of a little bit of trouble. So I don't understand why,
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
not familiar with that.
dirty
but if you
mayor in
wouldn't mind filling
office,
that
not
out, we'll
paying
get
the
that to you, taken care
kids
of
can't
as
even
soon
get
as
to school. Did you know the
possible.
kids are getting picked up at 9:05? School starts at 9. They're not even getting there to almost 10. And then this guy's in there using city funds to pay for his kid's attorney when his kid is a teacher abusing students. It's not a good look for this town.
Is it normal when you provide services to like not hear someone out before you cut them off?
What are you referring to?
The situation that just happened just now, he's expressing something to you and you're cutting him off saying, I'm not familiar with that, but you could go ahead and do this. And
We're
he
just
wasn't
having a
finished.
conversation, ma'am.
You're having a one-sided conversation where you're not listening to him and you're only paying attention to what you want.
I'm sorry that that's how you've interpreted the conversation, but I've listened to everything that he said.
Well, she's right. That's not the way she interprets it. It's the way that it happened.
I like how he flipped it around on me, but he noticed it too.
Oh, again, sorry.
The allegation
I-
is mayor.
that's not,
The people don't have a
my
lot of money.
intention
We're all
here.
we're all hardworking people. Mayor's
Absolutely.
taking money from constituent services to pay for his son's legal defense. People that victimize children are among the worst in society. I don't think people know where their tax dollars are going. It certainly ain't to keep the lights on. And they should know about that. And they're gonna know about that. Thank God I got all these subscribers. Nothing to do today, and I live right up the street. Mayor was happy to talk to me when he thought I was a reporter that was just here to shake his hand. When I started asking him some questions, I think that's the first time he shit his pants. Good way to turn things around. Because when the people fear the government, there's tyranny. When the government fear the people, there's liberty. There's plenty of liberty in that office. First time he couldn't, try and flex on somebody else. Nice change of pace for him.
You wouldn't mind if Joanne in our office is just gonna sneak behind you to get you.
Oh, absolutely, dear. Go ahead after you, young lady. I'm so sorry.
Thank
You have a good day.
I love it.
I call it as I see it.
Young lady,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you for all your hard work in this office.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And I'm not upset with you. This is not your fault.
I understand that.
Well, I'm upset with the fact that
Oh,
your
no, I
work
mean,
didn't matter.
Right. No, I meant about as far as the
Yeah, well,
scandal
that's
with the
not
teachers.
her
That's
fault.
not her fault. That's not on her.
Her actions moving forward.
Yes.
That's her fault.
Correct. Yep. Other additional, I will take it by email because then I won't be charged. Perfect. So I'm looking for any city funds used to pay for mayor's son's legal defense. My name is Good Citizens, and I'm a good citizen, and my email address is theafacrew. And make sure that's nice and legible at gmail.com.
All right, let me just. No. I'll read everything for you, and we'll timestamp it, and I'll enter it into our FOIA direct.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
She's doing it correctly.
She's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's very uncommon for a records request to be done correctly, and she's
I
doing
just
it
want to
exactly.
make sure I am reading your email correctly. So it's THEAFACREW
Yes, ma'am.
at gmail.com.
That's right.
Okay, and you're requesting this via email.
Yes.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
All right. So 9 business days. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and timestamp
Yeah. No
this.
worries.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and enter this into our system.
All right.
So you will get a notification via email that it's been entered into the system. All right.
You got
Have a
anything?
nice day.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and thank you for doing that correctly. I think there's room for improvement somewhere. Like listening to the people who are expressing their grievances. But other than that, you did your job, and I appreciate that.
That's what we're here to do. Have a nice day.
Thanks.
You too.
All right. So I think that was the first office. It's interesting, and I said it to Anna the other day when the mayor is sitting behind his stupid podium, and he's trying to limit public comment. So you guys know, Mayor Fiorentini. Sorry, just so you guys know, Mayor Fiorentini is the mayor here in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and he's been embroiled in quite the controversy. Just a couple days ago, he was actually calling his teachers stupid and said that his legacy would be dealing with idiots like these teachers. What were these teachers doing? They were complaining about the fact that they are the lowest paid teachers in Massachusetts, and their classroom assistants are getting zero help. So I looked into this a little bit. Turns out the mayor hired an attorney to just beat down the teachers union. I said to myself, how is it possible, and why would the mayor be doing this? So I started looking into it just a little bit, and I found that the mayor's son was a teacher here in Haverhill who's been placed on leave, awaiting charges and trial for making wildly inappropriate comments to some of his female students. Just around the same time, he really took a hard line with these teachers. So his son, possibly doing this to kids, doesn't like that his son gets fired, then trashes the entire school system and teachers. So that's why we're here today.
These people fought and died for the future generations. Right?
Yeah.
And the mayor is shitting on the future.
Yeah, oh, absolutely he is. He's taking
He's shitting on their service.
his son got caught, and he has a grudge against him. This is the school department. I wanna let them know that I appreciate them, and I'm sorry to hear what they're going through, because teachers do some hard work here. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I wanted to let you know that your teachers and ESPs in the Haverhill school system are phenomenal. You guys are underpaid, you guys are understaffed, and you're fighting an uphill battle, and you don't have the funds to do so. You're doing it because you care about these kids. And I just want to let you know that some big channels like myself have been paying attention to the school board, to the chamber of the councilman meetings, especially one where some teachers just asked for a living wage, since their wages are among the lowest in the state. And in return, the mayor called them idiots and said that his legacy would be dealing with jerks like them. You're not jerks. My mother taught school for 40 years. And without you, there would be no future. We need to give the people that mold these minds the best salaries available, the best working conditions, and backup always. We don't hire outsourced company litigation attorneys to try and beat down the very people that are going to be responsible for building us up. And I saw that, and it inspired me. And I went into the mayor's office, and I said I was just a reporter here to shake his hand, to thank him for a wonderful job. He was so quick to come out and speak to me when he thought I was there to shake his hand. How his world turned when he started getting asked some really tough questions. And for the first time, he wasn't sitting in a podium looking down at everybody. For the first time, he was being put in his place, and he didn't quite understand how to deal with that. And he tucked his tail and he ran. I think it's interesting that his big beef with the school system, trying to beat you good folks down, started shortly after his son was arrested and charged for making not very good comments. And then all of a sudden he has a problem with the school system. I think you folks are great. I think that you don't get praised enough. And I think that it's hard enough. I wouldn't be able to come into work every day when you have his office right across the street, right across the hall. I wouldn't be able to do it. And to know what's going on. I mean, you folks, you men and women, you're brave. You have courage, and you don't get told that enough. So
Well, thank you.
I want to tell you that the people are watching and they know what he's doing, and they don't buy it for a second. And you shouldn't have to fight. You should be able to feed your family.
It shouldn't even be a question when you're asking for not even a high raise whatsoever.
25 cents.
Just to meet, the demand of what's going on in our country right now so that you can feed your families. It shouldn't even be a question. It should be granted.
Yeah.
You're not asking for a lot, and I think it's unacceptable, and it makes me sick to my stomach that that's what he thinks our future should look like. The
And-
people that,
yeah.
that mold the minds of our future.
The people that are going to
getting
shape
paid
the landscape of the United States of America, our new, young, and future leaders,
Right.
they're not worth 25 cents an hour.
to where the ESPs and the extra staff, even though there's no extra staff,
Yeah.
are getting sent from classroom to classroom to classroom, and they're not being able to focus on the students that they're assigned for the year.
I want you to know that we're here to support you. I reached out to a couple people in the meeting took place. I don't know if you have access to them, but I want to let you know that this has not just been brought to a large state level. I have 150,000 subscribers, over 50 million worldwide views. I'm bringing this now because I live up the street. I watched my mother fight Salucci to try and get a living wage when she was a teacher in the 90s. And it almost broke her and her spirit, and she went in burnt out, and she'd bring me into class with her sometimes, and I watched her still teach those kids. The kids never knew what she was going through. And so I know what you're going through. So I'm going to bring this to a national level. I'm going to make sure everybody knows what's going on. So the next time, because you have these ESPs back, but who often has your back? A couple people. Well, now you got 150,000 people that thank you for what you do and that are going to be at the next meeting. And I'll tell you one thing, he's not going to limit my comments and tell me to shut up.
Right.
That ain't going to happen.
Which is crazy. People were trying to make their comments, and they have 3 minutes to make them, and he cut them off for half the time. That blows my mind. He shouldn't be speaking. Like, it's not his time. He gets all the time in the world to speak as much as he wants.
I want to see how he plans on walking out of the next meeting, because it's about 2 hours with only a couple folks speaking. I'll have my entire audience fly in and go to this meeting or go in over Zoom, and all I want to hear is teachers, 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 teachers. I've heard enough about him. I don't care that his son made bad comments to a teenager, and now he might or might not be dipping into city funds to pay for that defense attorney in Boston. I want these teachers getting paid.
He also limited the topics, so
Yeah.
only 3 people could speak per topic, which is unacceptable. Anyone should be able to speak in those meetings. Anyone, for as long as it takes. 3 minutes, obviously, but anyone who chooses to.
And I'm not gonna ask you any questions, because when I leave here, you work with him, and I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position because I know what your plight is. But I want you to know we appreciate you, the hard work that you do. And so your name is Ray. I'm sorry, but I can't see Debbie. Debbie, it's a pleasure to meet you. So who is the supervisor that works out of this office? Is it the superintendent's office here? Is this the superintendent's office?
It is.
Okay. Is anyone in the administration or supervisory role available? I just want to thank them real quick for what they do.
Hold on.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so
I
much.
appreciate it, Debbie. The mayor likes to be thuggish, and I think it's because there's a lot of women.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as I pointed out, he didn't even see me there. I was
Yeah.
non-existent.
In fact, I'm going to show her, because I want her to know that there's hope. I want to show her exactly how she was treated, how he was treated, so she can tell the other teachers. I want to know how to get in contact with these folks.
No, she's not in.
I want to make your day. I'm going to show you what I said to that mayor. It was, I knew coming in he wouldn't want to talk to us, so I said, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna baby kiss him, right? We're going to, oh, someone's here to thank me? I'll be right out. He left quicker than he came out when he realized it was someone questioning him. And I just wanted you to show you that, and I'm going to be doing a story on this, and I'm going to be fighting for you. Do you know when the next meeting is that you folks will be speaking at?
School committee meeting.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I will be. And is that open for public comment?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
They always have public comment.
Good, okay.
Okay.
No, that's in Spanish. It
No
is
habla
online.
español.
It's on our website,
Okay.
school committee.
And is it
If
here?
you want to wait, I can print it out.
That
for
would be phenomenal. You take your time and I can wait. That's great. These teachers need to know they have some backup, and they do. And we thank you for the hard work you're doing. We were just telling Debbie that your teachers need more backup. I think it's a sham and a shame what the mayor's doing. You guys deserve a living wage. You're molding young minds, and I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through.
What are you videotaping? What's going on?
We're working on a story about the mayor and about how he's mistreating the teachers. And
Deb, will you just on a videotape? Yeah, you can't
She
work.
she didn't make any public comment.
Okay.
We're not here to hem you up. We're just
Okay.
we're just
I
making.
just don't want to.
She's a sweet woman.
But she's lovely. I just don't want us to get in trouble because we're
No,
supposed
no,
to be
no.
at work
You
together.
won't.
She
Yeah.
didn't give any comments about her personal opinions on anything. She just gave us information. that
And we
could-
also didn't ask because, and I think I said to her, you work across the hall from the guy, so I'm not even going to put you in that
Well, that's
position.
exactly what I'm
So we
thinking.
got
We
a
all want to be. You
we
know.
got a schedule.
Okay.
We thanked Debbie and Janelle for about 15 minutes, and I really mean it. Like it's tough. My mom was a teacher for a long time.
Yeah.
And you deserve all the support that you need, both financial and otherwise. And I don't think, and I'm not here to ask you what you think, but I don't think you're getting the support that you need. I think it's unacceptable that kids aren't getting picked up by buses until after school starts. I think it's unacceptable that you have some of the ESP salaries are among, if not near, the lowest in the state. And teachers are expected to put twice as much work in, but they're getting 50% less. My mother fought against Salucci for teachers' rights in the 90s.
Where'd your mother's teach?
She taught in Woburn public school
Nice.
systems for years,
Okay.
and I watch what you guys do. And someone within the school system sent me the copy of the video,
Mm-hmm.
and I was floored. I was really floored. And I
Copy
wanted
of the video of
the
school
yeah,
committee
and
meeting the other last
Yeah.
week.
I just wanted to apologize to you and let you know that people really
Right.
care about you.
It's a lot. Well, thank
I
you.
just,
You're
I know
welcome.
that because our kids, they work very hard in school.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And if the staff was understaffed or not taken care of, and our kids got a lower quality education because the staff is being strung around here and strung around there, and they're pulled a ton of different ways, and they're not making enough as it is,
Yeah.
that would reflect on my kids and their education. And that's not fair to the teachers.
To the
And
children.
it's not fair to the kids. And I saw the meeting the other day, and it just blew my mind.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
I was like, if that was happening to my kids and they weren't getting picked up for school and getting there on time.
Absolutely.
That's-
Do you all live in Haverhill?
I don't. No. I live in
Well,
I
then
live in Townsend.
It's sad to say,
Oh, yeah.
but thank God,
Yeah.
because then my kids wouldn't be getting a fair education, and then the staff wouldn't be getting paid enough, and they'd be burnt out.
So what's the
that's
video
horrible.
for?
So we came in to ask the mayor questions. We have some footage from that meeting.
Are you
So-
like a
So I run a YouTube channel.
Oh,
And my
okay.
YouTube channel has 150,000
Got it.
subscribers, a lot of views, and
What do they
people.
call you?
Accountability for All is the name of the channel. But we really like to find cases. We don't like, that's the problem. We don't like to find cases like this, because to hear that you guys aren't getting the support you need is heartbreaking. I was watching the way the mayor was talking to that guy, and I said, he's here after he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He drives to teach kids with almost zero assistance because the ESPs aren't even teaching, they're substituting, they're stretched so thin. And then after that, instead of going home to his family, he goes to speak up for other teachers and ESPs, and then to be spoken to like that, I was like, so I love to find situations like this to see if I can offer some assistance and to use my audience to offer some assistance, because
Am I being recorded right now?
you are.
Oh, yeah.
I am. You didn't tell me.
Yeah. Well, so you are being recorded.
I think that's illegal to record somebody's voice without their permission.
No, so
Yes.
so that was the wiretap
Yes.
law. It was repealed.
Yes.
It was. I don't want to go down like a negative. We're just here to support you. But the wiretap law was repealed in 2018, and that was only for voice surveillance if if it was clandestine. But that law was repealed in 2018. So in public, there's no expectation of privacy. But we're really just in here because we wanted to show some of the faces of the people that are working really hard for these teachers. So that's the only reason that we're here. We're not here to give you a hard
Yeah,
time.
no, I just thought I'd asked, and I'm just a little surprised that I'm being recorded without my permission, but I haven't said anything that I would regret, so that's fine,
Yeah.
I guess, but.
No, and I mean, you
Obviously.
can double check and verify on what we're saying, but it's 100% legal.
Sure, sure.
Because obviously you should
Believe
know
so.
for yourself.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not even here
No.
for you. If it makes you feel better, I wouldn't even put you in the video.
Yeah, I don't really want to be in the video. If you'd asked, I would have said no, so.
I don't think I've ever done this in my life, have I? Not put someone in the video, probably. But I want to help you guys out. Like that's the reason that I'm here.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
I
we'll
get
take a
it.
look at it.
I appreciate you're trying to help out. We're all trying to help out, but
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
he's
just
gonna do it.
here
He's
on
got
my,
a,
doing my thing, and I didn't
he's
wanna
gonna do it, and
video.
he's got a larger following, but I am going to let you know, I will not, because this whole thing is for transparency and to get the word out and for people to know what's going on. So just so you're aware, I will not be editing you out, because I don't think that
it's a name.
will do any service to you or the school.
It's a name to a face also, right? Like, because when people are watching these videos, all I'm seeing is like the teachers in t-shirts, and it's like, you know, like when you give someone some perspective and you come into the office and you see Debbie hard at work and, you know, you're in here and you're right across, it gives people people buy in when they meet people and they have an actual conversation with them and they see them face to face and they're like, okay, so this isn't just a city hall meeting. These are these people working hard behind their desks. So when a story like this releases, some of this B-roll of us complimenting her doing a good job, you running from office to office trying to figure out what you got to do, then the people say, holy smokes, now we can connect on a real level, and they see you in the work environment. Of course, we're not going to go to the schools to ask questions, so we figured after we just gave the mayor a hard time, we'd come over here and just to make you feel better.
To give you some perspective, the mayor might be hiding a hell of a lot of things. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to go back to
No
work.
problem.
All right.
I
Do
don't
what
want
you
to be
gotta
on the
do.
video. I'm
Thanks
just going to
very
say
much.
it. I'm not
Appreciate
interested
it.
in being audited. It's against my will.
Okay, you
That's
have
where we're
to
at.
keep it
Okay?
for-
Well, let's work together to get your teachers some assistance. Okay?
I'm working hard.
Appreciate it.
I
Great.
go.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it. Debbie, thank you very much.
Thank you, Debbie.
You
have a
too.
beautiful smile, and we intentionally made sure that we didn't put you in any weird compromising situation. You are wonderful ladies. You have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll see you tonight.
Thanks
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's staying in the video, by the way, guys. I just wanted to see if she'd be willing to keep talking. You know what really upsets me is that we're in there supporting them. Listen, bootlickers will be bootlickers. Some bootlickers are teachers, some bootlickers are coffee shop owners, but I'm not going to let her deter me from the greater goal here.
And I hate to say it, but it's women like her and employees like her. Men could be like her too, because whatever. But it's people like her that work for the schools that's why the mayor is getting away with what he's getting away with, because it's people like her that would rather, not give a fuss about anything, and remain low key and low radar. That's why.
Because she was like, "Oh, we can't say anything because they don't want to," and I get it, but that's why I didn't ask her any questions about her thoughts. I didn't want to put them in a compromising position. I just wanted them to know that, listen, if someone's there to help you, don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's why
you're
the
mad that
teachers-
he's restricting your rights, you're trying to restrict ours. I'm not going to take it personally.
Well, that's why I'm saying, the teachers are getting shit on by the mayor because he can get away with it because of employees like her. People who step up and stand out and speak up, those are the ones, unfortunately, that are getting called jerks and rude or whatever it was that the mayor had said. And he's devaluing their words.
Yeah.
He's devaluing their voice. And I think that's
Absolutely right.
unacceptable. And just because the mayor is not transparent doesn't mean that we.
Right. Oh, did they lock some doors because we're here? I wouldn't. Oh yeah, it's lunch, right? Howdy, fellas. All right, hold on one second, man. Just want to chat for a moment. You're just doing rounds, or did you get a call about us being here? Calling us being here. Yeah, so the mayor is trying to make sure these poor teachers can't get a living wage. While his son was a teacher and got picked up on charges for accosting students. So we're here to make sure that the mayor knows that these teachers aren't alone.
So what was your call about?
You guys being aggressive, that was all.
It was aggressive. Yeah. So we asked him some questions. I don't think he liked it. I told him that I was here to.
City clerk's office. We're here for the mayor.
If we were aggressive, why was it that 2 minutes ago we got a schedule?
Well, you were here with multiple people, correct?
I'm
You were
sorry.
here for multiple people?
Am I getting an attitude from you?
I'm asking you a question to
You're
clarify.
She doesn't have to answer your question,
Have a good
man.
day.
You're being rude.
All right.
I don't need to answer questions.
Don't be a dick, bro.
Someone's being rude just like that woman was.
So you just,
They're gone.
hey man, behind names and badge numbers. Let's do that real quick.
61 Buchanan.
And yours?
182.
All right, so he's a jerk. You just following behind him. Are you a puppy?
Well, see that cop to the right there?
Well, he's a motorcycle cop. He thinks he's a tough guy.
Like the mayor.
You guys don't know what's up. You guys don't want to back up these teachers?
Just like the mayor. That cop right there. That little
Ian, what's the matter, man? Yeah, are you used to people just not dealing with you? You're not used to people telling you which way you can go?
Bam. What a thing.
Huh, man? Let's figure it out, bro. Let's figure it out together. Let's work it out. 'Cause you could be in there trying to help us get some justice for these teachers, but instead you want to get tough with me. I'm not that one, bro. Like, do your job. Be respectful to the public that you serve. Put your seatbelt on when you're operating a motor vehicle.
Seatbelt on. You're operating a motor vehicle. Your seatbelt needs to be on. Great job, pig.
It literally says buckle up on your door.
Aggressive.
Cowards.
That woman speaking over you so you couldn't talk was aggressive. Me correcting her behavior was honest.
Well, they know we weren't aggressive. They know that. They just... Look at him, huh? He's a real beaut.
Well, he works for the mayor. What do you expect?
You buckled up, bro?
A sexist.
We got a seatbelt. Oh, no directional. All right, man. No directional, no seatbelt, right?
Sexist pig. He didn't speak to you that way.
No, he knew better. All right, so we're gonna have to go down to the PD right after this and deal with that. We're gonna go back into the city clerk's office.
Yeah, how about that one? Aggressive.
Making a false... Oh, we came in the wrong way. Making a false call for service is a crime. Hello.
Did you know that a false call for service is a crime?
Yeah, the young lady that was just here, is she here? She helped us with our records request?
Oh, the city clerk?
Yes.
Oh, I did not.
Thank you.
She has a beautiful dress on.
She does,
Absolutely beautiful.
She ain't gonna come out. That didn't work out too well for her.
Hold on one sec, okay? I have to talk to you about this.
That was weird.
Well, I think she showed address or information when because she thought we were Zoomed.
Hello. How
Hey.
can I help you again?
So you called the cops?
I pressed our panic button. That's correct.
You hit the panic alarm
That is correct.
because people filled out a records request and asked questions of you.
No.
Because I
Just
corrected your behavior, I was aggressive?
No.
Really? Then why'd you hit the panic button, ma'am?
Because I was a little uncomfortable with the situation.
All right, so
Comfortable
a,
is not a
a
crime.
panic
I
button.
understand that, and I'm sure there's a police
What
report
you
that
did
will be-
was
They
committing a crime.
They train you on how to use a panic button. That's for imminent danger, right? Someone's jumping the barricade or someone comes in armed. You just wasted. And what did those cops do? They ran scared. They took off. They're gone.
You committed a
Oh,
crime.
after you, dear.
Ma'am.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead, young lady.
Okay.
I was uncomfortable with the situation.
Uncomfortable, I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt, but that's not
No,
a crime.
Well, I appreciate the apology, but I didn't say my feelings got hurt. I would have just felt more comfortable in the situation for our entire office if there was another person present for the conversation, and that's why I pressed it. I
That
don't
was a
feel I need to
sarcastic apology, by the way. Just so you know.
Is there anything
It's
else
not
that I
nice
can do
being
with you
cut off,
today?
is it?
Well, so you pressed that panic button when we were in here, correct? So, I mean, it's been about close to 40 minutes since we left the office. So the police response time to a real panic call, what they think is a panic call, panic drill, 40 minutes?
I think that's more concerning.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to the police department. They were here. They didn't, they were cowards and they left. Because, well, also they left because you don't waste resources and put taxpayers in danger by hitting a panic button. Those guys come in here like it's, they're storming the beach in Normandy.
You call men with guns
Can I-
because your feelings got
You want me to add to my new records request? I'll just.
If you'd like,
I
yes,
can-
you're more than
I-
welcome
I
to. I'll
convert-
have you fill out a second form if
Alright,
you
let's-
wouldn't mind, since it's a different topic.
Let's do that.
Here's a pen for you.
This one's going to be about you.
Okay.
Because I was just here to support the teachers, but
I understand that,
you get some
sir.
stuff to work on.
I think maybe she doesn't support the teachers. She calls the panic button for somebody who's supporting teachers. And maybe she's doing favors for the mayor. I can't speak on which favors. Absolutely despicable. What a disgrace. She should be out of a job calling the cops, men with guns, over someone who just corrected her horrible, rude behavior.
We're going to have to go down and get the CAD data for the
Oh yeah.
for the panic button. It's like, how would we know exactly what we're going to put? It's going to, oh man, it's going to be like a whole big thing. Before I was good citizen, now I'm sad citizen because you hit the panic button on me filling out a records request and asking some questions.
Oh, he's back. Piggy Pig's back.
So what's going on?
We're doing a records request. Mind your business. Step
Why are
away
you
from her,
getting
bro.
so close to me. Back up 6 feet.
Oh, you have plenty of
Plenty of
room.
room back there.
Back away from her.
So what's going
Piggy
on?
Pig, back up.
We're filling out a records request.
Okay.
Give me space.
All right,
Back
fine,
up.
request.
I don't listen to you.
Then do it. What are you here for then?
Why are you even asking us questions? Back away.
Do you
You're
request?
being aggressive.
I'm not being.
Give
You
us some
got
space.
super close
Hey,
to me.
bud.
Give me space 6 feet.
Can you count 6? Get that many feet.
Maybe he
Get the
can't
step
count
in.
six.
There's a request right
Get the
there.
step in. Yeah, I know what it
Back
is.
up.
Stuff out.
I'm intelligent. I didn't become a comp, so I know.
Back up, pig. Back up.
Go ahead and fill it out.
Back
and
up,
we'll be done
pig.
with this.
Okay, we'll be
Back
done.
up.
We're not going to be done with this building. Once I fill out this records request, we're going to be going to other offices. Because this is just the.
This is how close this pig
Let me
is.
ask you a question. It says on your vehicle, it says buckle up right on your vehicle, right? But you didn't put on a seatbelt.
Well, if you know the law, you know that.
You're coming into oncoming traffic, and this is not a private lot, it's a public one.
You would have pulled somebody over for not having a seatbelt.
You didn't
correct?
have. I'm giving you all the answers that you should have had for not having a seatbelt on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know. You're right.
He has this
Actually-
much room behind me, and
actually,
he's this close
you're
to me.
not
He was
exempt
closer
for it.
before.
Good. Fill your
Back
forms
up.
out. do what you
Exempt,
need to do.
Oh, there we
exempt
go.
for directionals too.
There we go.
Pulling into oncoming traffic on a
Little
two-way
bit more
street when
space.
you're not responding to a call. You exempt from that one too?
Yep.
No, you're not. No, you're not, man. Come on.
I mean, that's not 6 feet.
Oh man.
You normally get up into somebody's space like that and get away with it,
I just asked you a
obviously.
question. That was all.
Good, that close to me, and I don't need to answer your questions.
Don't.
Back up.
No, I'm far enough
Back
away.
up,
Thank
pig.
you very much.
Back up, pig. I'm sorry? I'm a piece of shit. Because he got in my space. It doesn't feel nice, does it?
Multiple people can lose jobs today. It's okay. Have you got business? I'd mind yours, not mind mine.
Except I wouldn't walk
Because
up
I'm not here to do records request on you. Okay.
Because if I walked up that close to you,
Oh, thank you so much. Perfect. Cease and desist notice. Do not destroy that footage because now she's going to give me a copy of it.
do that.
You think I'm going to get a copy of that picture of that video? Don't delete it. Already gave you the cease and desist.
Stop.
That's not.
No, I can literally do that. She's going to explain to you that I can get that.
Private citizen.
No, you're not. You're acting in behalf of an official capacity in official office.
And if there
What's her
was
name,
something
please?
going on, this would be
It's Judy.
Judy, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What is her position here?
She's a clerk in the office.
But she just said she's a private citizen. So she lied to me?
She is a citizen.
She
of the
lied.
city.
Okay. So, also,
More about that label.
photo
Unacceptable.
or video.
A disgrace to this city.
All right, perfect.
So
So
you
now
did
we'll get
You're
that
disgraced
also.
to the
Okay,
city.
thank you very much. Appreciate that. So we'll hear back from you in 9 business days. I gave her a cease and desist, which I'm required to as under federal guidelines. So I hope she didn't delete that picture of that video, because that belongs to me now.
He's a disgrace to the city, and he nodded.
You guys all set then?
You can go whenever you want.
So,
I am free to stay.
I can tell you one thing, bud. You're going to leave before we do.
I am free to stay.
That's a fact.
Bye, Pig.
Hey, Judy.
Hey, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, you really
are.
She doesn't
Yeah.
work here.
I don't care. I don't care.
Judy works.
You're a piece of shit.
Judy works here.
I'm causing
Judy works here, though.
Hey.
Back the blue. Back the blue, officers.
Back in the blue.
Oh, yeah, back it. Oh, let's back the blue together.
No, I'm gonna go.
Oh, we're going to back the blue.
She doesn't work there, but she's behind the counter.
Back the blue, Judy.
You guys don't find that concerning? She doesn't work
No,
there, but she's behind the counter?
she does work
Yeah,
here.
she does work there.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
He's got this other cop. He's got a future here, man. He's not like barking orders and stuff. Officer on the left there. What's your badge number again?
we'll go over it again because waiting.
He didn't ask you.
I'm not talking to you. He's 182.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. If I have need to hear from you, I will ask you something. If I don't, just keep your mouth shut. That's it. That's all, man. Like, you guys come respond to these calls. You think I hate cops. Like, a lot of you guys see what we do. Don't touch her.
I didn't touch her.
Don't make that
I
mistake.
didn't touch her. She almost touched
A
me.
lot of you, no, she didn't. It's on video. Go lie somewhere else. You guys see what we do, and you like think I hate that. Like, we hate cops. I don't hate cops. I have cops as friends. I have cops in my family. I don't hate cops. Listen, man. One-on-one, these teachers are getting shit on. They're not getting a living wage. They're fighting. Public service make almost nothing to begin with. My mother was a teacher here for 40 years. So we came to offer them some assistance, which they were very happy to take. And we went in there to do a records request. I'm usually on the opposite side of the spectrum. You guys are public servants. You guys got a good education. You became police officers, right? It doesn't have to be here in Haverhill, but you got a good education. You had some good teachers working for you, I'm assuming? Yes? Yes? Like, there's certain times, like, this is what creates the gap, bro. Like, her hitting the panic button, and she's like, I didn't like the questions you asked. She said it on video. You hit a panic button. Secondly, the response time was almost 40 minutes for a panic button. That's a different issue. But we're in there, and she didn't like our questions. And she's using emergency services. I mean, we're for once, we're on the same side. We're not even here for a city hall audit. We're here to ask the mayor questions and then do a records request, and it devolved into this. Why? Honest question.
She used those words on me. I used them back, and I need to use
Is it why does it get to this? Is it because you have like a preconceived notion of who we are, what we do? Have you ever seen any of my videos before? Do you know who I am personally? Do you?
So you can ask questions, but you can't answer them?
I'm trying to be.
Anything further we can do for you?
I just asked you. Have you seen my videos
Have to
before?
have a conversation with you. And
See,
you have to
here's
have
your
one
problem.
eye.
Now I'm trying to be nice to you, and I'm
And
trying
you've already
to.
turned it, so we're not really interested in trying to be nice anymore.
You need to be interested in doing your job.
My job is to make sure everything is safe here. and everything
De-escalate,
is
right?
peace.
Yeah.
Am
you're
I
not
escalating?
de-escalating.
Am I escalating?
You did when you first got
Have I
here.
raised my voice?
You got
Torero,
close to
do
me.
you know any
You got close to me.
do you know any teachers here in Haverhill? No. But teachers, they have a pretty hard job, right, man? Torero, listen, I know you look like a good dude, man, but don't blindly just follow, man.
It's normally okay and acceptable
Don't-
for that pig to get in a woman's face.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you just wait.
I have a flight to catch.
Have a good flight.
Will.
Get some extra peanuts.
I used the same words she used on me, and she said I needed to get in vocabulary. She said I was unintelligent.
Second floor. We got here like a little cafe or something. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. How we doing? Oh, look at that little couch. That's so cute.
Oh, that is cute.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thanks. We saw the couch and we figured you were a nice person, so we wanted to come in and say hi.
Hi.
Are you having a good day today?
Yeah.
Good. Good to hear. We've had kind of a rough one.
Okay.
So we're hoping so. It smells so nice in here. What does that smell?
A plug-in.
Plug-in. What? It smells like apple cider, doesn't it? Like fall.
Yeah, it smells like fall.
It smells like, but it could be like Maui, like the Hawaiian one. Oh, we just wanted to come in and say hi.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
I love your shirt.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
very pretty.
Thank you.
Women had a body move on her.
Yes, you did, huh?
Oh yeah, when we went outside, she called me a bitch.
I hope you got it on film.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna look so good.
She continued to say she didn't work for the people.
This is the city council office, but they probably are closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll head up one more.
He got very close.
Yeah, he did.
I got shaky because he was that close to me. Like, no one is in a person space like that except for kids.
You know what? I'm gonna get a little bit of water unless it's not working. Of course it's not working. Only 2 customers a month.
How you doing today, sir?
Time.
Good.
Hello. How are you today? We just came in to say hi. How are you? Having a good day today?
Yes.
Good. Glad to hear. What's your name?
I'm Andrew Hurley.
Andrew Hurley. What do you do here?
I'm a Community Development Division Director.
Very nice. Hard job.
I see I'm getting videotaped there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think community development, recreation. Do you guys deal with recreation too? Is that encompassed here?
We're not the Recreation Department, but we provide state and federal funding for certain projects, which can include certain recreation projects. We've done a number of park improvements and playground installations.
That's great.
Park improvements around the city.
That's important.
Community development,
Coming together.
recreation always do the hardest work. They do. Because they're doing the work and they're doing the work where there's always funding missing for it. Find it hard to get funding for it.
This is a city department that operates under city tax dollars. It's all state or mostly federally funded.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Good. I'm glad that you guys are getting what you need.
No, that's it. We just came to say hi and make your acquaintance.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for helping.
Well, human resources. Office would like to chat with. Hello, how are you? Good, thanks. Nice. Oh, Halloween, you're ready for it.
Yeah, we're good.
And you got a popcorn machine. Oh my gosh, I have to come hang out at this office. It smells like a fair. Is there also cotton candy?
No, but we've talked about it.
You should do it. I wanted to come in and say hi. I don't know, is the human resources director here?
She's on call at the moment.
Okay.
Me out here for now. What's up?
We had an experience. Actually, well, we heard all about and watched all about the teachers and the battle that they're having with the mayor, and in fact, they're just trying to fight for a living wage to teach our kids, and they're getting so much pushback. So we came here to just say thank you to them and do a story about the good job that they're doing,
Okay.
so the public can back them up a little bit. So we went to the city clerk's office to get a records request. And I filled out a very specific records request. I wanted a records request about any money that was city money that was reallocated to the mayor's son's legal defense for what he did to those kids in school. Did you know about that?
Very,
Right.
like, literally nothing.
So we asked about it, and we started getting quite a bit of attitude. And she's just so rude. Another woman's running around saying we can't film, and we're like, listen, we're just here to get records requests. So we leave the office, and we find the teachers' boardroom, and we go thank them. We come out, and the police are here because she hit the panic button.
Yeah.
We went back and asked her, and her exact words were, well, the questions you were asking me made me uncomfortable. Because I asked her, like, do you know if any of the funds that come to the city were allocated to the mayor's son's legal defense? Which I guess can be an uncomfortable question. Like, it's a legit one for news purposes. It's a legit request. The police come. And then even more people. That one lady in the office took out her camera, started filming us, called her a bitch. Yeah, all on film.
This is in the city clerk's office?
Yeah.
This was 7 minutes ago. So
About
Yeah.
7 minutes ago.
I was very upset to see it happen. So I didn't know if Human Resources wanted to kind of chat with us, because this video is obviously going to be released, and it's like, I know that can't be the behavior that's like taught. So I guess I'm just wondering, like, what if any training has been provided? What if any training can be provided? Because, I mean, what a hell of a way to make the city look bad. Like, we weren't even here. We're activists, right? We do First Amendment audits. I'm sure you hear that. We weren't even here for that. We walked past every other office, went into the mayor's office, and asked him why he wasn't treating the teachers well. Then we filled out a records request. Then we went to the school board. Had nothing but great experiences with the employees. And then she hit the panic button.
Well, I mean, he was speaking, right? And the clerk, she cut him off because whatever she had to say was more important than what he was trying to say. And then all I said was, hey, like, do you typically cut off somebody when they're in the middle of speaking to you? Like, that's very rude. She thought that was cause for the panic button, said that I was being aggressive. The cop came, gets in my face, literally this close to me. And then, so I call him, of course, I call him a pig, and I tell him to step away from me because I didn't do anything wrong. And there was another woman working in that office that called me a piece of shit, that said I was a bitch, and she said something else too. And I can't remember.
couldn't quite.
And then decided to then call me a pig, but I don't work for the people. I don't need to limit my speech, right? But she should be limiting hers. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, they called men with guns to get up into my face.
A panic
because
button.
I said, you're cutting him off before he's finished with his sentence. That's very rude.
And the police respond. Like, if you call and say, hey, listen, there's some folks filming here. They're asking me some questions about, like, the mayor's son. Like, I don't know. Can you have an officer come by just because I'm not, like, feeling great about the situation? And the police says, if you're a cop and you see panic button in City Hall, you respond accordingly. Like, this could be an occasion that calls for a panic button, an armed intruder, something like that. You know what I mean? Which is, so it's her behavior. She was the fire starter. It's her behavior that had those cops running in like, oh my God, the world could be ending.
But I was still the cop's problem, even after he heard them call me a piece of shit, a bitch, a pig, and like I get, I was called so many names, I forgot the other one. But yeah, I mean, thank you for saying that, because that whole office would not have apologized for the way that
They didn't, and it's a shame.
I was very short from getting arrested, and I can tell you one thing: if his camera wasn't pointed at that cop in the way that he was,
She would have.
so close to me, I would have been arrested, because then there would have been no proof showing that I was mistreated.
This is my email address. When she has a second, if she could email me to set up a time, I'm available all day today, where we can just talk about this. Because firstly, I'm upset by it, and I'd like to be able to say, like, these employees didn't behave correctly. I spoke to Human Resources. They assured me that there's training that's been provided, more training will be provided, and they apologized. And like, there's nothing they can do to stop what had happened, but they're, they understand what the issue was.
Oh, and another woman that was literally this close to just pushing my phone out of hand.
That's the afacrew@gmail.com.
Okay, perfect.
And you can just shoot me an email whenever. I'm
Okay.
pretty good at responding.
All right, awesome. I'll send this message over, and I'm so
Thank you for
sorry.
listening, and thank you for the sincere apology. Like, it is nice to know that there are good people that are still working in this building. Your school department, absolutely exceptional.
Yeah, they're great.
Debbie and Janelle, beautiful women.
Fighting an uphill battle.
Their job is not easy right now, and
And
it's
that's like,
uncomfortable.
and that's the whole thing. Like, we come in here and it's very clear we're here to support those teachers, and the teachers are glad that we're there to support them and make sure that people know about what they're dealing with. And the city clerk, they still found it a way to go out of their way to give us crap about using a camera
Right.
and make it about them.
And I had said to the cop, I said, if I was being aggressive, why is it that I just got handed a paper for the school committee meeting? Like, they wouldn't have provided me services.
And then that's when they said, well, it wasn't them, it was the clerk's office. And I was like, what? Why would she? And we didn't know that she hit the panic button.
Right.
I mean, and the second problem is, it took the cops 40 minutes to get here. If there was really an emergency and that panic button was hit,
That's also concerning.
no,
Okay.
no one makes it out. 40 minutes response time, that's
Thank
bad.
you so much.
Again, I'm so
You're
sorry.
wonderful.
I'll get this message, and we'll see what we can
Thank you.
And I appreciate it. The apology shouldn't even be coming from you, but it is nice to hear. I really appreciate it. You're a beautiful,
Wonderful young lady.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day.
She was being genuine, too.
Yeah, she was really nice.
I honestly wasn't expecting to get some, like, nice feedback. This is not every office, just whatever office backs the mayor.
Right. So we'll go back out through.
Because you go against the grain, it's a scary thing.
And there's no need to even back the mayor up because he's not going to be, he's not running for re-election, you know? Hello, how are you? I know that shirt. Thank you very much for all, hold on one second. Can you hold up a second? I want to thank you for all the hard work that you're doing. I want to let you know my name is Josh. I have a channel with 150,000 subscribers. I'm here from New England. Someone sent me a video of teachers trying to fight for a living wage. My mom was a teacher for 40 years, and she fought Salucci for the same thing 20 years ago. And I saw a mayor tell a teacher that his legacy is with jerks like him. I'm so sorry for what you guys are going through.
What's up, man?
I think that,
How
hey,
you doing?
how are
Hey,
you?
good
Nice
to
to
see you.
meet you.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good, thanks.
I'm sorry.
I'm good, too.
That you're not getting the support that you need. I would like to support you. I went down to the mayor's office and I gave him a fake name and said I was just there to shake his hand and thank you. He came out real quick to want to shake my hand and be beloved. And he actually started sharing with me how he used to be a teacher. And I was like, then where'd you lose your way? When did you start forgetting about these teacher struggles? Why are kids getting to school? Why are kids getting picked up on buses after school's already started? Why are teachers getting some of the lowest salaries in the state? And why are we hiring some corporate attorney to come beat them down? So maybe they'll just give up. Are the kids' education not important to you? And the people that mold young minds not important. We don't want bottom of the barrel when we get teachers. And you're lucky to have amazing teachers that are still working here, fighting this uphill battle. And your response to them is, there's a limit to how many of them can have a voice, that they need to fall in line. And once I started asking him those questions, especially about his son, I said, you have a bone to pick with the school now because your son got hemmed up with what he did? Is that the turnaround? And that was the first time that he tucked his tail and ran. And I told him, I said, you know what, it's much different when you're staring down a bunch of women, or the men teachers from across an auditorium. And you're talking down to them. But when someone's in your face, who's a bigger bully than you are, calling you out for your shit, he tucked tail and ran. And I saw that shirt. I think you guys are wonderful.
Thank you for doing this. We have amazing union
You do.
leaders who are supporting us, and we're fighting for ESP contracts right now. So,
Yeah, we noticed that.
I want to thank you, and thank you, Ron, for teaching.
And I wanted to point out something really quick. The mayor wouldn't even speak to me. He didn't acknowledge me, as if I was a ghost standing in the room. And when I did speak up, he ran away. And with that, I wanted to speak to the person that spoke the other night that claimed that they, in their opinion, which is hard to say nowadays, to call someone sexist and for your voice to be taken seriously. However, I saw it in that room today. She called the lawyer, the attorney that's working for the mayor right now, to beat the teachers down. She called him, in her opinion, she thought that he was sexist. And I saw it in that office today when I was literally a ghost standing next to him.
I am, you know, the leaders, the union leaders get to take on all this information.
Well, I saw the shirt, so I didn't know what your involvement was, but if you're working in public schools.
We don't know every little detail.
No, of course not. And how could you? I just want to let you know that I saw it for myself in that office today.
And there's a meeting happening tonight, right? Was it 7 o'clock?
I believe. I don't know that. I have to check my email on that one, but yeah.
Do you know if because I would love, I think I saw Barry speak and someone else. I would love to let them know that I'm going to come. Because I don't want this to just be a local Haverhill issue. It seems like the newspapers don't want to touch this, and I'm as a journalist, it's such a huge audience. Like, why? I have a national audience.
When I have to get back, but are you in a surrounding town? Or
Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. Okay. Someone was like, "Hey, listen, don't you live near here?" Sent me the video. I watched the first 10 minutes. I almost threw up. So I'm gonna come tonight because I want to make sure that people know what's going on and people see what's going on, and you guys get everything that you need.
Okay. So what is your name again?
My name is Josh.
Josh?
Yes.
I'm Anna.
Anna.
Very nice to meet you.
Anna?
Yeah.
Anna. Okay. Fantastic.
Perfect. So we'll come at 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your hard work. Oh, I took you away from a meeting. I'm so sorry. I saw her in the background of that video.
Yes, but that's concerning to me. Like, she had to spell out my name. Why is that?
I think she was just trying to remember.
She wanted to know the spelling.
The Learning Cafe, operated by Haverhill Public Schools. Bon appetit, that's right.
Smells amazing.
Have a good day.
Great job. We'll have a great day too.
That guy that came up to me and shook my hand was a fan, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Good."
He's
I said,
he
"Are
might
you
have
doing good too?"
He might have been a jerk, or he might have been nervous. I don't know.
I don't know. He was a jerk to me. He might not have been to you. That's not my issue, but he was rude.
What you got there? Anything good? None of my business?
Doing work stuff?
You use
I
it?
am actually doing work stuff.
Oh, perfect. Well, I want to know because I can do a records request on it.
Do a records request.
Okay, so can you tell me what you're doing so I know?
Hopefully there's no compromising stuff on there.
Hopefully there's not. It'd be terrible.
But you don't know.
I didn't say I don't know. I said it's none of your business is what I said.
No, you didn't actually say that. That's
No, he did say it's none of your business.
to you.
To me, yeah.
Yeah, not to me.
He did say that to me.
Piggy pig doing piggy pig things.
Lisa, I'm trying to figure who you are because I've seen your videos, so
Yeah.
I can't remember your name.
Oh.
So.
Oh well.
Yep. Exactly.
Do you need my name?
Why? So you could tell me you're not going to give it to me?
No, I'm just asking you if you need my
I don't
name.
need your name.
That's all, man. You don't gotta be like so. You know, it's. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. After you. It's tough, rock in a hard place. He's got to work with the guy and trust that that guy will save his life if he needs it, and he also has to be professional. So I think Torero's just trying to balance the day. Am I right, Torero?
Yeah, and then just so you know, you did not earn that label that I gave, that pig label. Didn't give it to you.
Yeah, pigs are not all cops. Pigs are people that behave like that.
Right, he got up in my face. Didn't get up in the man's face, though.
Yeah. I did tell him they were going to be leaving before us, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Torero. Seriously, man, real quick. I'm even going to pause my camera. I just wanted to give him some words of wisdom without the camera, guys. And I just said, listen, like, I could see that you felt uncomfortable. I could see that you didn't like the behavior, and, you know, like, You're a young guy, you're nice, it seems like you're here for the right stuff. Like, just don't buy into the whole blue line thing. Like, find your own way. We need good cops to expose these bad ones. And he just said thank you. And so we're gonna go. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go up there, hang out. That's funny. I said, "Do you want to know my name?" He says, "Why?" So you could say you're not gonna give it to me. I mean, he was on to something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that woman may have just spoke with the cop and then wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah, that's true. Could be.
I wish I was like in my last week before I was going to tell you because I have a lot of clips.
Hey, Shane. Careful, watch out. He doesn't really look like he backs up safely.
No.
Have a good day, man.
When he backed up the last time, he almost hit me.
Yeah, just stay back when he backs up.
I mean, he can't even put on his seatbelt.
Gonna give him a wide berth. Make sure he's got plenty of room to get out.
Hey, pig. You like that? Man. I like that whole piggy pig thing. It's catchy.
Yeah, it is. The pacifist was onto something. By the way, I don't understand. Cop put on his seatbelt in his directional.
I know.
It's so easy. That tyrant's gonna take another loop around, guys. By the way, like I think I've been catching cops that violate people's rights as long as he's been a cop violating people's rights. So I have a good idea what's going on.
I think the decent cop for
Do you work for the school department?
No, I'm the plumbing inspector.
Oh, we and just talking to an inspectional services guy.
See, originally I thought he just was like a hater because he was so rude, but I think he's just like, he likes you so much. I just was invisible.
I think also you're also already taking a huge step when you know that we're in the building and you come up and shake our hand and say hi to us. You don't have a great look by your superiors, you know what I mean? So he's already taking a chance doing that. All right, guys, more to come on Haverhill. Catch you in the next one. That's the reason I stopped you today.